Hey guys, welcome to Philly Crypto Trading Plus. We're going to be covering Litecoin analysis today. Hey, pretty excited today, guys. Cardano, oh boy, look out. Hey, listen, if you guys are confused by all this volatility, this crazy price fluctuation, listen, you're definitely in the right place because we're here to offer you clear, concise, technical analysis. None of this hopium, just real down to earth, old school analysis, right? That way, there's an old saying says, if you know where you stand, you know where to go. And that's true with analysis as well. So, with that in mind, guys, the things that we're going to be covering today, we're going to talk a little bit about some supports that are important that we want to hold. We're going to talk about some ascending parallel channels, even a descending wedge that I think is going on, even a rising wedge. And then we're going to talk about the trader mentality just for a second and the 3 to 7% tolerance that I talk about. I say this because it's very important, guys, that you don't get yourselves in trouble. And the only way you don't get in trouble is to keep yourself out of trouble. Preventive maintenance. Again, guys, you solve a problem before it's created. You don't wait till the problem happens and go, oh my God, what? You solve a problem before it's created. That's my mentality. That's what I'm here to teach you. So with that in mind, guys, we're going to get right to it now. Before we get started, if you would please make sure you share, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. The reason for that is it lets YouTube know that more people want to see this kind of content. And I believe this is important for you and valuable, but hey, you got to tell me. The comments down below, guys, hit the subscribe button. Tell me in the comments, hey, I subscribed. I'll respond to your comments, okay? I will answer your questions. It's your channel. It's here for you. That being said, let's get right into the video. Now, we're looking at a daily time frame. And I want you guys to take notice of this ascending parallel channel that I've drawn here for you, right? Notice how we're following the parameters. Now, I talked in my last video, and if you don't know, guys, you definitely want to go back and listen to it because there's definitely a rhyme to a reason here. And we talked about this 248.5 up here, 248, 250, right? Well, what do you know? That happens to be the top. And then this is when we had the Bitcoin sell-off, which obviously leads to all these other coins because, after all, it is the leader, leads to these other coin sell-offs. So now that we've come down, now these are very important levels that you must hold. We have, again, we're touching on the bottom of the ascending parallel channel, and right now we're holding it. But guys, when we get to the top of a channel, you have to expect some sort of a pullback because, after all, that's why it's the top of the channel, right? So, and when we get out of the channel and get overextended, you just have to wait. Now, I'm saying this to you because investors don't really care too much about this information, although they do want to understand the direction. I'm telling you, short-term guys, you need to understand these things that I'm saying, okay? I don't like to waste a lot of time with words or effort. So what I'm telling you is the things that you need to know, the most important stuff. So here we are at the bottom of the channel, stopping. Wow, what a shocker. Now, notice these are supports that I've drawn for you. These are levels must hold, right? So notice here that we had a support here that you can see we formed. We moved up and then we failed it, right? And then it became a resistance, bang, bang, right? And then a support again down below. And then we came up, look at this, resistance again. Now we busted out of there. If you kind of look here, guys, this is kind of a, between the parallel channel, this is kind of a ascending triangle, which I talk about so many times. But bottom line is we broke out. We had a parabolic move. I talk about that as well. Now, so we're talking about pullbacks right now. Very important levels must hold. So right now, this was a very strong resistance here. We busted through it, came back and made a support out of it. Again, a support, and then bounced down. But look, we came back through it and formed another support again. So this is a very important support, guys. This is at 130, right? And the other one The upper level, right, is at 157. So these are very important support levels. They must hold. I say that because we're pulling back. But however, we saw the spike down here, right? And we touched exactly there. It's not an accident. It's not a coincidence. Guys, I'm trying to teach you something. The goal of this channel is education. Now, we seem to be forming another support right here, the body, at 168. Oh, 168. Wait a second. Where did I hear that before? Oh, that's right. From me a month and a half ago. We just started this channel 2 months ago. You go back and listen to my Litecoin videos. Talked about 168 all day long. Now we moved up through it before I talked about it. Now we're all the way back and we're forming support at that body. Coincidence? I don't think so. Again, guys, my goal is to educate you. This is why we watch. Every day is a chapter to the story. So, with that in mind, I just want to point out the Fibonacci extensions for a second. We hit the top. We've sold off. We're not even going to talk about Fibonacci retracements today because we can already see what we're happening. We see the bottom of the channel. Now, we're going to go to a shorter time frame for just a second, okay, guys? Now, I want to point out to you that we have, with the parameters coming down, descending wedge, right? So what we're looking for is to form a higher low, which it appears that we must have done just about here. And so now we want to go ahead and move up through that. I could extend, that's not the point. The point is we want to move through this channel right here. You know what? Let me just extend this down for you guys so you can see. So what we want to do is we want to move up through this channel. All right. Otherwise, our upward momentum hasn't started, right? And that's the plan. So now, on a longer time frame, look at this. What is this? Oh, that's right. A rising wedge. So now we've hit the top of the rising wedge. Isn't that funny how accurate that is? With that, and that, and that, and that. Wow. So that was a support. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Wow. Imagine that. Support, 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 support. And what looks to, while we're talking and shooting this video, looks to be another support forming. These are very important levels, guys. We're back to the 168 I told you about. Must hold. Looks like we're doing well right now, but remember, every day is a chapter to the story, and this is why we watch. So, again, guys, blow it up a little bit. Blew out of this ascending channel, out, down, descending wedge. More importantly, rising trend line, stopping, 1, 2, 3. And so now we would look to form a support here. And obviously, when this is done here, because remember, guys, it's a 4-hour time frame. And of course, we close very soon. So for the day, even though we're open 24 hours a day. So let's see what happens here. I think we kind of can see it happening, but we will get to the next step. Again, each day is a chapter of the story. This is where we're at right now. Okay, guys? Now, I hope this has been helpful for you. We're definitely looking for upper prices. I talked before in my other videos about upper extended prices, which are, you know, in the 300 area, 290, whatever, but we're not there right now. But that's still in play. So right now, pay attention to how we get there. That's the point of this video. That's the point of this channel, to explain to you how and the whys and the whens of things. Because I can tell you what's going to happen, but I can't necessarily tell you how or when it's going to occur. That's the day to the chapter and the story I keep talking about. Now, if you guys want to learn more, make sure you watch this next video because it will give you more of what it is that you want. Thank you.